Well, I'm not.
Okay, well you've had literal minutes.
You've had your
seconds even.
time.
It's treason then.
Right. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Edge of Despair, back from a long hiatus of 2 weeks, I think it was. It feels like
2 weeks.
it's been
2
longer.
weeks.
Yeah, we just with.
But yeah, so we are back, ready to trudge into Silry's cave, where I think we're getting led by some Sith troopers and stuff. But Kalo, tell us what we're doing.
I need everyone to roll their Force and Destiny, and then I will roll Obligation.
All my dice are gone. Oh wait, this isn't my side of the table. That was an inertial seat.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fortunately, the don't ask actually
One
works
dark.
now, so
Oh yeah, that's good. Mine is one dark.
Not for me, it's not.
You have to check the box, dude.
Yeah, yes, the back box
I
is
got
checked.
one light.
one light for me.
Dark for me.
One dark.
Oh. The bell of the ball. Too light.
Who is messaging me?
Scarecrow on
Sorry.
Discord.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, Jesus Christ, I think a fan just messaged me on Steam that I'm not even playing.
A fan of what?
The stream. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the table for everyone's obligation, but I suck.
Okay, that is disturbing.
The thing is, that looks like the characters in the Mighty Ducks already look like me and Charlie when we were younger.
Oh, that's great. That means Kadia's obligation got rolled. Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
We've been throwing some reface
Remember the
apps.
person that has a bomb
to each
inside of
other
them?
in Slack all
She
day
doesn't
at
have a
work.
bomb
It's,
inside of her
I
anymore.
love it.
we got the bomb out,
Did you?
didn't
Yeah,
we?
we placed the cube out of her chest.
I really hate that image you just sent me. I really hate this.
The GIF?
Yes.
Well, sorry.
How
I
Canadian.
hate this and I hate you. Sorry, so the last time we were on the stream, the party had just finished literally performing a Vietnam and a bunch of what they found out to be Sith soldiers from the amazing cool runnings, because Bubbles literally can hit anything. He's the actual reason Luke got the torpedo in the hole, and you can quote me on that.
That sounds disgusting.
Wait, that I don't
know.
like that.
And Herschel, why would you do that?
So
I
now you
didn't.
guys kind of just left, like you're still just standing in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. So you guys are free to act whenever you are ready.
Okay, I want to take a look at those weapons that seemed to just completely ignore my friend's armor.
Were we getting
I,
led up to Silry by the Sith trooper lady?
Oh, were we?
I think so.
have we picked up everyone? Do people need
So no,
medicine checks?
you're somewhat correct, but you guys never left, Corey.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, I thought we were
Like,
just
that was the
our
idea.
course of action was decided and we were leaving.
I mean, but based on what Inertial just said, that apparently isn't the case. What do you want to do?
No, if we were already leaving, let's
No,
just
you
go.
can do stuff. I just
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Iceman
it's
was-
fine.
I
No,
remember
we're
it.
fine.
You got back in the ship. Like, none of you did. You guys found out where you were supposed to go. And you're like, yeah, we're gonna head that way, so that's fine. Like,
Yeah, Iceman's intrigued by these weapons as well.
All right.
Sure. So, how are you going to pick this weapon up?
With my hands?
Yeah.
Describe to me how you're going to pick this weapon up.
All right, Bubbles, go for it, big man.
I don't like the way you said that, Kalo.
That's why I'm letting you go first.
Bubbles reaches down and picks up a weapon.
How does he pick
That's
it up?
it. With his hands.
I'm going to assume you're going to grab it by the handle.
Uh-oh.
Probably. I mean, maybe not immediately, because it's probably has a dead guy's hand wrapped around it, but...
You gently reach down, move the guy's arm, and just kind of pick it up by the handle. And as you turn it to look at it and then give it a bit of an inspection, you notice that there is a big light on it that is now turned red and is now counting down.
Oh no, I've seen this movie
Oh,
before.
boy.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
So, just
Iceman,
what's this light do for? Yeah, anybody know?
Iceman yelled at Zilla to push it away.
Coordination or athletics unless Zilla can do something about it.
I'll just push it away.
Zilla, please do.
Force roll.
You're going to need to roll your force die.
Yeah.
Ironically, I got 3 darks. I guess.
Force push, I think, can use both.
I mean,
You'll have to look at the...
The power should tell her.
Let me see.
Can I
Yeah,
make an
move.
intelligence roll?
Move is either. You can use either.
Okay, cool. So I sent that bitch flying.
Okay, so you fling your hand to the side, and it just gets pulled out forcefully from the lizard man's grip, and just as it gets maybe 2-3 feet away from him, it explodes in the middle of the air. You basically would have had to have been holding it inertial if it were to hurt you, so don't worry, I'm going to be nice.
Before it
Oh, is that a thing
explodes-
you do now?
That's
Caleb.
that's an attachment you can get. If you're
Before
wondering.
explodes, I'd like to just do like a education check, maybe. I just want to try and guess like what weapon it is.
I mean, there are more
Yeah,
of them laying around, so...
It would be fair.
Warfare. Okay.
Maybe we don't touch the weapons.
I think that's a good idea.
Difficulty.
Unless Scarlet, do you want to pick some up for us to investigate there?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at one. I'm not picking it up.
It would be a hard warfare check with a setback. It appears to be a fairly typical blaster design up until the barrel. There is what you would definitely wager to be an illegal modification made to the end of it. What would you like to use the advantage for?
Can I identify the type of modification with that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's a lot of success, so I'd say the advantage can do that. The modification looks custom built, but basically, if you had to wager a guess, the attachment is basically trying to amplify the shot as it leaves the barrel, and as a result, that probably leads to the incredible penetration that you physically experienced. Quote me on that again.
I will relay that information.
Thank
Iceman
you,
is intrigued
Jordan,
by the
for the
penetration.
$5 donation. When does this take place again? This takes place, I think we said 2 years after Endor.
So it's like 6 or months. So the party never actually figured that out. The only thing they got was basically like, the party surmised that it was after Endor, just based on the events that are going on.
Yeah, but we were in prison, so we didn't get a calendar. We know the Empire's fallen. Has Scarlet exploded yet?
Discord just lagged really bad. I'm sorry.
Much to your
Scarlet-
disappointment, no.
Scarlet didn't pick anything up. Scarlet just wanted to identify it. So as you guys are kind of sitting there identifying and admiring these rifles, you guys see something out of the corner of your eye, And over in one of the pits that one of the Sith troopers was moving the deceased droid, so you can see one of the arms just kind of wiggling about.
Oh, I'm gonna run over there
Yeah.
and check it out.
Zilla, what are you doing?
I wanted to go check out the Hulk of mass bodies anyway.
You reach the big hulk of droid bodies, and finally, the one that's like wiggling its hand just grabs you by the forearm kind of gently and kind of pulls itself up and looks at you in the face.
Identify yourself.
It literally opens up its mouth and reveals a little bit of a hologram, and you can see what looks to be a furry creature in the hologram.
What kind of furry creature? Like a Wookiee-sized furry
Make a
creature?
technology check.
Oh god. Asking the person with amnesia to
You
know
can-
things.
That's good. That's great.
Let's see here. Xenology? Is it
Yep.
gonna be hard?
It'll be average, because average with a boost, because there's something about this particular creature.
Is it Vuz? We just saw him.
Hey.
The 2 threat is using your brain instead of your muscles is very hard, and you take 2 strain.
Thinking sucks.
Eventually, you recognize it as that furry little creature Vuz, and as you make the sudden realization, the hologram kind of pulls back to reveal a LOM series droid pointing a gun directly at its head.
Where did Buzz run off to again?
They went over to try to leave the planet.
Well, I don't think that's working out for them.
Does anyone else want to make a comment here?
Are we sure this is right now? They did say they knew that droid. Maybe it's history? I don't know why they...
We can check the logs.
It's assuredly right now. The hologram speaks back to you, Bubbles.
Oh.
Hi, everyone.
Oh,
How are you guys doing?
Seem cheerful for having a gun pointed at you.
This is my friend Vernon.
So Vernon looks a bit different from the last time you saw him. He has massive metal plates strapped onto him, and he looks a bit more intimidating. You also notice there's an extra pistol at his side, and he speaks very plainly, and he says, I understand you guys have some attachment to this creature and his friends.
Didn't we
I
blow you
don't-
up already?
Twice?
Tried.
No, we definitely blew you up. Bubbles, did we blow that one up?
Yeah, twice. I'm pretty sure. Like, I have a good memory for things that I blow up, and this one's ringing a bell.
Your skills at blowing things up are pretty subpar.
Your skills at blowing up are quite
That's the
exquisite.
worst insult that Bubbles could ever receive. Good lord.
Bubbles, don't listen to him.
Thank you.
The droid gets a little impatient and says, I need you to go to these coordinates, or I'm going to shoot all of these crew members. And then he pans the hologram back to Waldern and an unconscious Ithorian.
How about you just don't shoot them, and we won't actually blow you up this time?
Let's not make promises we can't keep, Zilla. What do you want us for?
Oh, I want to kill you.
Okay, so when we get there, how is this going to go down? Like, are you going to shoot them and then us, or shoot us and then them, or...
Surely you've seen holovids of how this works out. You get here trying to save these terrible little creatures that seem to think that I'm their friend, and then you die. So, can you cut with the nonsense?
Okay, but why would we go there? You're just going to kill them if we go. So, hold on. What's our part of the deal here, though? Like, we're just saving you
I just
some
need to know,
legwork?
how would Buzz respond to that comment he made? I need to know.
Vernon wouldn't actually blow us up. Hi, Vernon. I think he's gotten dumber since last campaign. Look, Vernon's malfunctioning. I don't think this is really him. Vernon, I keep telling you, if you would just let me look at you and I can fix the problem.
No! And Vernon kind of reached down and whacks the creature with the gun that he has and says, "Quiet until spoken to." And he looks back at the hologram and says, "Fair enough. I suppose that is a reasonable assumption. I will place them with this droid, and once I get the indication from my scouts that you're on the way, I will let them go."
Which droid is this?
It looks like a loader droid.
Uh-oh.
No, no.
Why does
no.
this droid want us dead anyway?
Are you saying that out
Well-
loud?
Yeah, Zilla is.
We did blow him up twice.
That's true.
My great master HK-47 wills it, and I do believe I can kill all of you.
Isn't that the one we also blew up at the same time we last blew you up?
And the one that escaped from your ship because you're too dumb not to unplug it?
Look, mistakes were made, but we blew him up. We can do it again and again and again and again, and probably not one more time after that, but it'd probably be enough the previous time.
I don't know if you've noticed, but kind of flex my arms. I've got another brawn point since we last talked.
I'm at least 20% more cunning.
I have
If
a-
you don't show up here,
Hmm.
I will kill them, and either way, we're going to meet. So you might as well have some information as to what's going on.
Hold on, what's your situation with Silri now, though? It seems like there's some spats going on.
The droid kind of relaxes a bit and says, "The meatbag didn't want to listen to our plans."
Did your plans involve blowing up this planet?
Why would we want to blow up the planet?
I forget there was
We just
something a
want to
Sith.
get rid
I
of
just.
all organic life.
Oh,
Iceman
no,
would like to
that's-
have an aside.
That I said.
Iceman would like to
Can
have.
I say that out loud?
So I don't know what
No,
you said.
no.
I'm sorry.
While this wonderful conversation is going on, I would like to radio the Cold Shoulder and ask them if they can track down the origin of this communication signal.
Sure. So you message back to Billy, and the comm, goes off on your end. She's like, "Yeah."
I asked them to see if they can find the origin of this communication signal.
All right, cool.
Keep him on the line. 3 more minutes.
So she says, "Sure, I'll try." She sounds a bit confused and distraught as you say so, and you hear footsteps in the background as you wait for her to get back to you. 1 second.
In the background of the main phone call, we just hear, "Oh yes, Master Vernon, I do believe I can transport them."
Man, I don't think she has good skills for this.
Well, don't have them do it. She's got a crew there.
I know.
A crew of stormtroopers, to be fair.
There's probably a comms officer on the
Yeah,
Star
we're back.
Destroyer.
Yeah, come on.
Can we flip a destiny point and say that there's a comms officer on the Star Destroyer?
You may not.
I don't even think we need to flip a destiny point for that. That should be a given.
You realize she stole that Star Destroyer, right? And didn't really have the opportunity to make sure that there was, the right amount of naval men on board.
So it could, let me get this straight. It could perfectly navigate and fight in a capital ship fucking space battle, but it can't press some buttons on the comm console. What is this? What is this?
She didn't get caller ID?
So she eventually picks up the comm and says, I don't think I can find him.
Okay, so, Vernon, right? Vernon. Did I forget his name? Anyway, Where are we supposed to meet you?
He displays some coordinates on the screen of the hologram and says, "Just come here." And he's basically showing you coordinates on Dathomir where he's at.
All right.
Okay.
But we're going in this cave first, right?
Yeah, we kind of have an appointment.
If you don't get here in... He looks to the side a bit and then looks back to the screen and says, "Within the hour, I swear I'll shoot one of them for every hour that you're late."
Can you start with the Ithorian?
No, I like to shoot the cute one. That seems to provoke a really good response from people.
Please
who
don't
have
shoot
emotions.
Waldern.
Yes.
Fine.
No, that one's not even cute. Have you seen the wrinkles on that thing?
I resent that.
Look, do you want us to deal, like, we gotta deal with Sillery. Here's the deal. Is there some sort of time crunch with what you're doing right now?
Elaborate. He's not sure what you're asking.
Like, is there a reason you need to kill us right now? Could you kill us tomorrow, maybe?
Because you bested the entirety of our fleet in orbit when statistically you weren't supposed to. I
He
think I
just
need to
admitted
kill you
we're
right
better.
now.
Iceman visibly perks up.
Wait. Why do you think that would change on the ground, out of curiosity?
Because I intend to turn you into I don't really know why a droid would wear clothes, but I think after I kill you, I'm gonna make you into some nice scaled boots.
That sounds incredibly weird. Do you
That
want
sounds-
Sillery around? Is that a thing? Like, do you want her still to be around?
I would prefer she died as well.
See, we're kind of on that whole situation right now. Do you think you could hold on? This could be great for all of us. It saves us a trip. You could get her to come to you as well, maybe? Then we can all just get together, have one big nice shootout, and then we'll win. You'll all be dead, and we can just leave this hellhole planet.
That's rude to the people that live here.
Have you enjoyed your time here so far, Zilla?
Well, it's definitely better than the lava planet.
You have 1 hour. The hologram shuts off and the droid falls limp.
Did he even tell us where they are?
Yeah, it gave us coordinates.
The coordinates were 3-6. Like, how am I supposed...
I just kind of rattle the droid, checking for any lingering signs of quote-unquote life.
There seems to be an active power box, and the only reason you can really tell is because it's making a lot of loud noise.
I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay.
What kind of loud noise?
Is it beeping?
It sounds like humming electricity.
Okay.
Pat, is this gonna
The way
explode?
you said that, initial.
Oh, let me check. Okay. So I pull out my little cybernetic, jack into it, see if I can pull out some extra information that it doesn't want me to see.
Iceman makes sure he's standing away.
Tom
The
was
guns
not.
explode. Seems like maybe the droids would explode too.
It's not the same manufacturers.
That's a hard mechanics check.
Can only one manufacturer make things explode?
Well, it seems like your logic was that one does, so the other probably does, but there's no connection between them, really.
Well, they've both been trying to kill us.
Well, this droid hasn't.
It just
Well-
appears like so. Basically, Celebrity, you come to the realization that the power box is fine. It's just the casing that would cancel all the noise has been cracked, and it's just making typical operation noises.
Just as a idea here, if HK's reprogramming a bunch of droids, is there a way for me to kind of cross-reference or take a look at how HK's trying to reprogram these droids? Because
Sure.
this specific cybernetic can look at data that the droid doesn't want me to see.
Sure. So that'll be a computer's check for difficulty.
Can I assist with this computer's check?
You did get a good amount of advantage there. Maybe that could be a boost or something.
Yeah.
Unless you want to use the 3 advantage somewhere else.
Could I say that with the advantage, and this might just roll over into a boost, but just to give it some narrative explanation, some of the security protocols are on, since it's running on auxiliary power, some of the security protocols just aren't running right now. So it's a little bit easier to get into it.
Sure. That should be 3 boosts on the next check.
Okay. You said you wanted to assist Scarlet. What is your computer's skill? You have 6 ability. Good talk.
Katia, what the fuck?
Okay, I've got it.
What?
Okay. You got asked a question, you just did not respond. Rest in peace. So just to make sure I give you the right information here, what were you trying to do with that roll?
So I was trying to see if I could identify aberrant code. It's essentially code that the HK unit's trying to use to reprogram these droids to do its bidding.
Okay, so you start running through the most of the droid systems, and you realize that it has a lot to do with 2 main sources. One of them is there's a lot of excess nanites running around in this little droid. You can tell because it's actually reporting the information of hey, there's something crawling around inside. And there's also a terrible virus that's basically overriding all of the actual free will of these droids. If you had to surmise, the virus tells them what to do. The nanites are the big reason that they can't defend against it.
Is there any similarities, or is there any point that Scarlet could see, hey, this is like X thing? What would I need to roll to try that?
What? What are you saying?
Are you trying to identify the type of virus or something like that?
I guess identify the type, or if I've seen similar things happen before, or something to point towards the origin.
I mean, so I would be okay with that just resolving off of the fact that the 2 of you were doing assisting each other. Yeah, I mean, it's just a typical it's very efficient at what it does, and it's a very bare. I wouldn't say bare bones because it kind of diminishes it, but it's a very efficient way of telling these droids how to kill people, how to kill organics. In fact, there's a very long list of efficient ways to kill organics. Right at the bottom, you find one about dipping them into a vat of acid.
Got it.
But as far as a location, no, you can't really determine that from this bit of information.
Not necessarily location.
Like an origin, sorry.
Yeah, origin. More is there sometimes coders or whatever will put signatures per se in code or something like that. Any way to indicate who could have created it.
So with that bit of information in mind, you come to the quick realization that whoever did this didn't have the ability to have any sort of serious vanity in their programming. There's just the raw efficiency of the program itself. Celebrity, anything else? Because I think you were going somewhere with this?
Yes, I'm going to try to excise that code. See if I can actually get that to work. Try to remove it.
Formidable, upgraded once.
You want to assist again?
Yeah, I'll assist again.
Okay. I'm going to pass a boost since we kind of we're on a roll. We're figuring out some things from the using the one advantage.
Isn't formidable 4?
Daunting is 4. Formidable is 5.
Oh, okay, daunting though. Yeah.
So that was a computer's roll, correct, Slivered?
Yes.
Very quickly, find out that the operating temperature that the nanites are able to sustain is identifiable, and you're pretty sure that if you were to, say, jam an ammo pack inside of one of these droids and detonate it, just the heat alone could not... It would damage them, to be sure, right? And it's the least, smart way of doing it, but it would still disable whatever program is rooted in these droids, at least temporarily.
Okay.
It's essentially the like taking a mortar round and detonating it and then throwing it.
Okay, so it's like
because there's no actual focus for the actual ammo pack to do anything. It just lets out a bunch of heat.
Okay, so it's just overheating the droid to make it think it correctly. Okay.
Basically, the firewall of the droid, based on this idea that you've come up with, is only really disabled because of the nanites. And so you've come to the realization, oh, well, if I just overheat the nanites, they'll at least work for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that seems like a really rudimentary way of doing it. Okay, I've got an idea. Anybody got an ammo pack?
I'll pass him one from my blaster.
What are we doing?
Taking the ammo out of your blaster?
I'll pass him one from my blaster.
Oh, there's ammo packs are like it's like a magazine essentially.
Yeah,
I'm sure one of the guns I'm not using anymore.
Do you
I
even
can't
have
hit
many
anything
guns?
with it anyways.
I'll find one
Oh,
other ship.
right.
Never mind. Okay.
Sliver,
Fine.
how do you want to flavor detonating this ammo pack?
Well,
Because I have
Let's see
my
what I
idea
got.
was like sticking a fork into an electrical socket, but you just pick something.
okay. Well, I've got to cook this off somehow. So, let's see what I've got in my tool bag here. So I pull out my tool bag, and what does my tool bag have? Let's say I have like some like little spark plug type thing, so I can generate like some sparks with using like these little like tongs.
It's like a little jumper device.
Yeah, a little jumper device. And by the way, that's actually a specialization that I have that I can just pull out something out of my utility belt.
Hell yeah.
But it costs a destiny point, so let's just use
Oh.
that real quick. And this will set off the ammo belt, so it'll like start to generate heat, and then I just kind of shove it in one of the little pockets inside of the droid, and see if that actually works.
Okay, you put it inside, and after a little bit of waiting, you see smoke start to billow from the entry port, and eventually a big flash of light erupts from it. Do a coordination check hard.
Oh goodness! Whoa!
So, take 4 strain. Just a bunch of heat just slaps you in the face, right? And you just like, oh man, that's fucking hot. Finally, the droid actually turns back on and like rears its like spinal column back up towards you, begins to wave back and forth, and looks at the entire party and says, "Oh, how did I get here?"
Buddy, you're getting controlled for a bit there. As I wipe off the debris and the sparks off my coat.
So the droid kind of looks around and says, "Who are you?"
Oh, it doesn't really matter too much right now. What I need from you is there was a communication that you actually just sent out. Do you think you can jump back in your memory bank and give us more information about it?
The droid looks past you as you quickly recognizes that it's trying to access its memory banks, and finally it looks back to you and says, "What would you like to know?"
The location of where it was sent.
He begins to read out some coordinates, and they match up with the information left. But he also says, "There's also a ton of assistance on this transmission, sir.
Assistance?
There are 3 other sites on the planet that are boosting the transmission radius."
And I'll just log that in my data pad. Are there coordinates for each of those, I'm guessing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
2 of them, as you begin to log them, you realize that they are actually the 2 starports that you know are on the planet, because you've heard of Dathomir before and you know these coordinates. And the other one is just kind of off-site, we'll say.
Okay, so I'll log those down. Okay, and I'll give him the instructions of how to kind of revive his brethren that have also fallen down here.
Wait,
And see if he
there
can
are
help.
a lot of us.
could these things become susceptible to the virus again?
They certainly could be.
I'm not sure if they should be
Wait, I
revived.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, this seems like more stuff that's gonna try to shoot us.
Okay. So I pull out my gun and shoot it in the head.
Well,
What the?
That was a little
It
extreme,
slumps to the
Tad.
ground, smoke billowing from its cavernous forehead.
Why did you do that?
I mean, they have nanites anyway. Right?
But
Well, let's
yeah,
get another
Artaz-
droid. Look at him.
Artaz kind of taps you on the shoulder, Pad, and says, "Wait, if that thing was pretending to be dead..." His eyes kind of drift to the other big mountain of them.
Oh,
All right, I think it's time to go.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Are we going to Vernon?
We're,
Well,
are
It
we?
seems
Do we
kind of-
want? Yeah, go ahead.
Not here.
it seems
Artaz-
kind of rude to just let him kill people that have been helping us quite a
Artaz
bit.
raises his hand and says, "They didn't have to help us, and they did."
Yeah.
I thought they helped us because we broke them out of prison.
Well,
And they wanted to leave. I don't know if you remember that.
Didn't we break them into prison as well? I forget what happened with that.
No, they were already
No.
there. You weren't there for it.
Right. I
Metagaming?
That's not metagaming. That's
No,
actual
that's Corey metagaming. It's a joke. Don't worry about it. It's a joke.
Is that Sith trooper still with us that was going to be leading us to Silvery?
He's literally just sitting there.
Hey, champ. Change of plans. We're all going to to Vernon, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So you, sir, soldier, lieutenant, colonel, whatever the fuck your rank is, you're gonna have to pass a message off to our Lord and Master Silvery, because clearly the droid revolution is mounting and whatever. I don't really care. Just go and tell her that Tomnal will be there soon. She'll know what it means. You'll do great. I know you'll be able to do this assignment. I kind of pat him on the back and push him off towards whatever direction he
You
was
think
going.
you'll give me a promotion?
Absolutely.
Oh my
I've never been more sure. I look at grab both of his shoulders, look him straight in the eye. I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Now you go get him, Tiger.
Scarlett's gonna shake her head.
He starts to just kind of walk off in a direction.
Does it look like the right direction?
Should we put a tracker on him or something?
Do we have a tracker? It's actually an item that you have to carry.
I hold on. Get back here. Get back here for a second.
He wanders back, kind of looking a little dazed.
You should take this. and I hand him my long-range comlink. Give this to Silvery. Tell her to give me a call.
He holds it. He says, "I will. I promise."
Go get him, Tiger. Sorry, Nexu. Go get him, Nexu.
Thought you were gonna go Lothcat there, but
That's new canon. I don't know if we're going with new canon right now.
Sliver, what's new canon?
it's about to get shot into oblivion. That's what's.
New canon is one
legends
of
here.
Bubbles' favorite weapons. It's Bubbles' two favorite words put together.
All right, so he's just kind of meandered off like a moron, and what are you guys gonna do?
Getting back in the ship.
We're heading to those coordinates through the ship.
Okay, nothing else you guys want to do beforehand?
Yeah, I'd like
would any
to.
of us... Go ahead.
I'd like to radio the cold shoulder again and see
God,
if they can get above the coordinates in
Or
orbit.
for some orbital bombardment. Is that what you're?
No, just in case.
bombard the people we're trying to save. That's very American of you.
Just in case. Just in case you got to bring the rain. You know what I'm saying?
I also want to do a quick perception
Excellent.
check to make sure we aren't missing anything here.
What do you mean?
I just wanted to do like one last look through the area.
Sure,
Oh,
go ahead and make
weren't we
an
supposed to
average.
rescue some people here?
Make an average perception check.
What did I miss?
Thank you, Inertial.
All right.
So, you see a small pathway leading down into the like smoke fort that's near you.
The smoke fort?
That where the stormtroopers walking.
Smokestacks.
Smokestacks. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's not where the stormtroopers going.
No.
Should we go check that area out?
I thought we had a robot problem.
We have an hour. We need to get going.
Okay.
Separate question, out of character. Didn't we bring along one of the villagers?
Yeah, the villager
Yeah,
is with us
You
still.
did. She's
Yeah,
still in
but-
the
Okay.
ship.
Oh. Well, I guess. Bubbles wouldn't remember. So let's go. I guess we're just gonna go.
It was 5 minutes ago.
You guys board the ship and get inside, and as you do so, there's a Night Sister kind of just like looking at you guys like, guys.
Oh, hi. Oh, that's right.
Were we supposed to save people?
Were they here?
A rescue situation has come up somewhere else. It's a lot more urgent. We're going to be back for this one soon.
She holds up her hand and says, "What? We offered you like refuge in our village. We helped you as much as we could, and
Yes,
don't
and
even,
you
like,
have
save our
gone
people?
above and beyond the call of hotel. Now we got somewhere to be. Let's go.
No, she's right. Zilla's conscience is being pulled very hard here.
Okay, but Zilla, remember how those other people helped us and now they're going to get shot in the head if we don't go help them? We can come back and help the people here soon. It'll be like 2 hours.
We had a promise to them first. I can go by myself.
Scarlet's gonna interject. I also feel like we should help these people here. I will assist with them.
I look at Scarlet quizzically as she has never gone down this line of logic.
I look back at him. Yes.
We've got a timetable. We'll try and put as many people on the ship as we can. Whoever's not here, I guess we'll. I mean, do we have enough time to make a pit stop back at the other place?
Yeah, do we know how
At their village?
long it would take to get to the
you
location?
could make an astrogation check. I guess is the best way to do
Is
it.
that an astrogation check? There's
You
no
could use
Astros
piloting,
involved.
But you know what, Scarecrow? It's a hard piloting check. What do you got for us?
Oh no!
And would any of us just recognize the significance of there being 3 transmission sites? Like,
Nope.
Well, they just have a
Nope.
comm relay set up somewhere, I guess, would be... That's what Tom was thinking.
okay.
You say hard?
Yeah.
So, I think with your...
Okay, so you
Okay.
are confident
Wait.
that you can get them
Wait,
there in
wait.
time and to the
Wait.
location. Yeah, you can save them all in time, and you can save your friends. You're positive, Iceman. You know it.
He's just that
I'm gonna re-roll here. Something.
You can't re-roll that roll. It is a piloting check.
Correct.
Slev, you're going deep again.
No, he has to stay deep. It's
Am I going deep again? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang it!
So what is this roll for again?
trying to see if you could get basically take back the Night Sisters that were kept captive, and then go to the site on time.
Is this just me thinking if I can or not, or whether I can?
Thinking emoji, yes.
You're so confident in your abilities.
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Am I still deep?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Why don't we just load them all up on the ship and then go? Is that satisfactory for everyone involved here? Rather than stopping off at the village?
Well, I thought that, what was the Night Sister's name again? I don't remember. I thought she was going to just escort her own people back home.
Oh, wait.
She looks around and says, "Why wouldn't you give us a ride?"
No, I think Fog Buddy's right there. I think we had her lead her people back home. Right after that fight.
No, we definitely didn't.
No.
Like, that might have been what we were planning on doing, but it did not happen.
So if we do like a quick scan with the ship, how many souls are outside wandering?
You don't know. You don't see them particularly. Out of character, the only thing anyone's ever done to try and find them is that one perception check Frog Buddy did.
Okay. If I use a scanner to actually identify how many people are out there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would that allow me to see the exact count here?
Yeah, sure. So after a while of counting through the hundreds of droids, you realize, oh yeah, there's 6 Night Sisters underneath.
Okay. Here's the plan. We're gonna do this real quick. I think we can carry everybody on board. So, and then it's Naya the Night Sister. I think I have that written down. Yeah. So,
Wow! Holy shit! Local man keeps notes. It's amazing.
so I look over to Naya and I'll like open up the pod bay doors, and I'll walk out of the ship with her in tow, and hopefully the people that are out here kind of like lurking around will see her, so we can guide them back to the ship.
I follow and I use the
Celebrity
sense
just
basic
walk out
power.
in the middle of an open field where they aren't at.
Where the sensor showed them to be.
You're going on so you basically just said you're opening the ship and going outside. That's what I heard.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I've
Going to
identified where they are.
sensor is.
I'm bringing Naya with me to go to where they are.
Cool. So you go underground, find a couple of cells, and realize that they are locked.
Oh, they've
What
just
type
got.
of lock?
Oh wait, I definitely joined for a walk that far.
Sure. It's
I
mechanical.
would have been one too. I look at the one with the lightsaber.
Alright, I'm gonna cut off the lock.
They all seem a bit surprised that someone has a lightsaber. They all step out, look a little wary of the situation, but notice Naya amongst you. They give you a curt nod and follow you back to the ship.
Where you going?
I'm good.
Okay, we're going. Iceman, it's your turn.
Can we just go straight there now?
Iceman goes.
So, you go ahead. You all board the ship. Begin to take off, and Iceman, yeah, you're so confident in this that you're gonna need to make a formidable piloting check with 3 red.
Okay.
You did have a triumph.
This is your session burn time right here. It's 4. Sorry, 5, not 7. No.
Whoa, yeah, what?
That right there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, actually, hold on a minute, Iceman. Before you roll that, what did you want to do with the triumph? From
An advantage, holy cow, 6.
it could pertain to this roll.
You could upgrade the roll, if I recall. You can do one of those.
Yeah, let me say, I've already worked out a shortcut in my head.
Sure, that upgrades the roll. So change one of those greens to yellow. I'm gonna flip a destiny point here.
4 challenge, 1 difficulty.
Yes.
Do you have anything to downgrade piloting? Well, it's too late now. Look at this dude.
Don't need it, baby. I'd like to take a free triumph, please.
Don't you need 2 advantage to do that?
No, I just need to take 2 strain.
2 straight.
Welcome to the piloting tree. It's broken.
Jesus.
I think that the way this works is you're supposed to declare it beforehand.
Yes, this is correct.
And
But
if
I'm
you don't,
never gonna fail, so I don't have to worry about it.
if you fail, it's a
You failed your
despair.
last roll.
If you
Yeah,
fail,
so-
it's an automatic
Yeah,
despair.
but I didn't.
Despair.
Oh, okay, that's way more interesting. You gotta read that ability next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you succeed. You have zoomed to what looks like a big cavernous maw in the middle of the swampland. And what's the one threat? I'm gonna say you take a strain, big boy.
Oh no.
What do you want the triumph to be?
They are completely unaware that we've arrived.
Okay.
Even though he's
We're
totally
a massive ship
out
that
his
is
window
quite
waiting for
loud.
us.
Correct. We're at fucking train level. I've masterfully piloted this craft in and out of between trees and ridges, and they got no fucking clue.
Is this like that movie Stealth?
Yes.
Okay, so right here, we have to take a break because I'm about to just like pee my pants. Corey,
Wait.
please.
We can talk about our plans. We can have a party conversation while you're gone.
Sure. I'll be right back.
Okay, so on the trip there, we can have this little conversation.
I will also be right
Obviously,
back.
the G-force is just throwing us around.
Be right back.
Wait, so are we going to the Night Sister Village, or are we going to the meeting location?
I think we were just like hot dropping them off over at the village and then flying over there, just based off of how confident Scarecrow was in his flight, in his flying abilities.
We wouldn't be stealthing into the Night Sister Village, would we?
No, I don't think so.
We were just taking the Night Sisters with us to save time.
That was what Tomnal was hoping. And it seems like that's what Iceman is doing.
That
But-
was my understanding of what
Okay.
we were doing too.
Okay. And that hence
Yeah, I
the
would agree
stealth.
with that.
Either way, we'll make it in time.
So we're going in unprepped, no plan, to a place we know is going to be riddled with droids, including HK and Vernon.
Well, we don't. The only droids we know are there are Vernon and Lifty, which, by the way, we all know what Lifty has on him, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no, I thought... Well, that's alternate... I guess the plan was to have him blow up the Star Destroyer, so he must still have it. We don't know what they did. The Abaddon Hail crew may not have blown up the... They have the Bradium charge. What am I
yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Lifty's about to become a Star Destroyer.
Fuck. Maybe he's going to blow up a Star Destroyer with the Bradium charge after all. How do you think Tanner will feel about that? That's got to be Kalo's plan, right? Cold shoulder goes up in a
Probably
big bad boom.
Like, I'm sure he's going to try something, but right now I think Lifty's just there to keep us from trying to do anything too sneaky.
Yeah, What was the girl's name from Adventures in Babysitting? Was it Zia?
Oh, I can't remember her.
I feel like we're going to get there, and like her and McCluskey are going to be tied up with the Abaddon Hail crew. I need to watch that episode, actually.
I want you to know Adventures in Babysitting is actually a movie that was made in 1987.
Yeah, I know. That's why. That's where I got the title from.
How? What led you to watch that?
I didn't. I'm just aware of the name.
Also, how have I not seen this movie?
Where do you think it's going to fall on the Slevered list of?
It'll be right between trash and nuggets of gold.
Okay, so it's something we need to watch. We're not advertising in babysitting. Adventures in Babysitting. Oh, this looks phenomenal. We have to watch this, Slevered.
The top tier B movie.
The cover makes it look like a superhero movie. Okay, but we need Bubbles.
Yeah.
What are you armed with right now?
An E-web?
I guess that works.
I've returned.
Oh my goodness. We could mount the E-web out of the back of the ship.
Are you guys trying to find a way to use the ship?
It's underground, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. There's no way the ship's going to fit underground.
Depends how hard we hit it.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait, what?
Huh? All right. Tanner left as well. So.
Oh, okay.
I am here. Sorry, I'm not talking as much this episode. My throat hurts quite a bit.
Get that Rona.
Hopefully not. I already went through that like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so we've got an e-web that we would have to set up to actually use.
No, don't have to set it up.
You can just. Oh my goodness! What a man.
Kalo ruled that it would upgrade, right? Upgrade the difficulty.
If you're just holding an e-web and the battery pack for it.
Yeah, I don't have a backpack. I just have the generator.
Someone has to carry it. Remember?
Oh, was it that? Okay. Well, maybe I don't have an e-web.
Oh, okay. You could bring the generator inside, set it down, and then walk around, like, say, short distance from it. But yeah.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Yeah.
If he gets too far away and it gets unplugged.
On in despair, they shoot the battery pack.
No, don't give him ideas. He already gets ideas. He doesn't need more.
What do I do?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, are we going to try to talk to him, or are we just shooting everything we see?
We're coming prepared.
You know, considering his whole attitude towards us, I'm okay with just slicing him down and then telling him.
Archibald holds up his hand and says, "It's a hostage situation, guys. Like, we can't just go in there guns blazing."
Yeah, that.
He literally told us he wanted to come just so he could kill us.
Yeah, I'm not sure what course of action he expects us to take, or how he expects this to go. We're just supposed to stand there. But he did say he'd release them. He did say he'd release them when he saw we were coming, so...
Yeah, we did kind of... Wasn't he going to use that droid to see if we were coming?
He was going to get the droid to escort them out? I don't know. So maybe, Iceman, you shouldn't be being quite as stealthy as you're being right now?
Maybe I drop you guys off and then make another approach.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's do that one.
Oh, wait. Small mechanical question, Kayla. Since the backpack I'm using is like a modular military thingamajig, or I was using, could I just basically just convert that to just carrying the battery, still keep the same mechanics, just so that I have a backpack for a little bit extra carry weight for other stuff?
You're asking if you want to use the backpack to carry the supply cell or the energy?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You just have to empty out the backpack for its worth. You'd also have to be able to occupy the same encumbrance of the thing.
So actually, I think if I do that, my encumbrance calculations are accurate in the character generator. That's amazing. As long as I don't actually equip the backpack. So, we've been dropped off? Are we good?
So the plan is, Iceman is dropping us off somewhere and then stealthing out, then trying to come on the approach and make it look like this is his first approach while we start sneaking in.
Yes.
That is the plan. And it'll go perfectly.
Nothing could go wrong.
What's the worst that could happen?
Tell us.
Death.
The ship goes in for an incredibly quiet landing, and you get kind of some Mass Effect vibes, and you guys all disembark from the ship. Iceman, I'm assuming, gives you the most coolest shade dismissal and flies away. So you guys are about maybe like long distance away from the cave. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go inside?
Take a look around, see if there's any indications of droids outside the cave.
Sure. A perception check. Formidable.
I don't
Really?
suppose anybody
Sorry,
would.
not
Droids
formidable.
are pretty reflective and light.
These are trained assassin droids.
They're metal.
I mean, you mean if there are droids, right, Kalo?
I don't suppose anybody wants to help with this, because...
Yeah, if there are
We
droids,
do.
they would
I'm
be
also
trained
highly
assassin
interested.
droids.
Okay. Well, maybe you could just do the roll, because I'm not adding anything to it.
Rest in peace.
Or difficulty.
For difficulty. Am I doing
You know,
perception?
Yeah. I guess I would technically add a boost. But that's all I'm good for.
Oh man, that sounds so sad.
Well, there's 4 success, 3 advantage.
Especially the mouth of the cave and the area surrounding it is incredibly empty. The only thing you notice that like really seems out of place is the tracks. There are very, systematic tracks going to and from the cave mouth.
Well, looks like we're all clear. I'd like to use the advantage to recover through strength.
Sure.
Would we be able to get an idea of how many droids there would be based on the tracks?
Yes, you have a very accurate number. There are 4.
4 droids or 4 sets of footprints?
Have we also noticed footprints for the that would be identifiable of the captives?
So based on the size of the loading droid that you saw, they don't fit the description. They're just normal bipedal droids that are about the same, around the same size as you guys.
So it doesn't look like the captives walked into the cave, is what you're saying.
Correct. Into or out of or anything like that. The only thing you can notice is the clanker footsteps.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? You guys are just chilling there, watching this cave mouth?
Well, is Pad with us?
I'm right here. So is Artos.
Well, I think you should be the one to lead us, Pad, since you have great leader qualities.
Do we want to wait here and have Iceman make his approach and see if they get lured out or something? See if Vernon calls us again? Confirming that they're releasing the captives?
That seems pretty reasonable.
Okay, so if we do that, we're gonna have to figure out a place to hide.
Maybe in this forest next to the cave mouth, which I assume is here.
The cave is just in the side of a hill, and there's not that much any in the way of trees or any sort of vegetation, just mostly sticky, wet swampland.
A swamp without any trees or vegetation?
That's correct. Fight me.
What is that?
You can definitely hide, it's just that there's no trees or anything nearby.
Is it like bogs more than a swamp? Like the dead marshes?
If you had to wager a guess, basically you come to the conclusion that the Empire has very recently deforested this area.
Stumps. Are there stumps?
Mm-hmm.
Could we hide behind stumps?
Yes, you could hide behind stuff. Thank you, Bubbles.
Tomnall turns
Stumps?
around and
Stumps?
sees Bubbles peeking out from behind a very unhiding stump. What are you doing down there?
Hiding? Aren't we gonna hide?
Not like that. They've probably seen us already.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were standing in trees. I don't know why.
Well, I think this used to be a tree.
Good. Yes. You're learning.
Thank you.
He's so good at shooting, not thinking. So, I'm gonna assume you guys are just kind of hiding. You can hide to the side of the cave, and that'll probably be fine.
When we're
After a
doing
while-
that, I want to use Force Sense at medium range. Well, I'm going to see if I can do that.
Yeah.
And do I? Yeah, that'll be a medium range. And do I sense people?
Every once in a while, you can sense someone, and based on the intervals of like the sensing, you're pretty sure it's a droid on patrol.
I'd only be able to sense living stuff. It's the Force.
You're very easily able to know that it's a person, but there's no other reason that it should be anything but a droid. Is basically what you've arrived at.
Okay, so
You can't sense things that aren't alive.
I know exactly how that ability works.
okay, so I'm sensing a person, and Tomnil is wondering why am I sensing
pretty
a
sure it's
person?
on patrol. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a person on patrol, and I'm confused because it's not a droid. Is what you're saying? Okay.
Yep.
I relay this information to the party.
Sorry, I should have described that better. My apologies, Corey.
I thought it was just like the kid from Children of the Jedi, so it's fine. He can sense droids. It's a whole thing.
I can sense droid people.
This was before Sixth Sense, I think. Anyways, there's people in there.
We do that. They're hostages.
No, on patrol, Zilla. Not a hostage.
I radio the party and ask if those nerds are ready.
We haven't seen anyone come out. Can you call Vernon or something? Can you call him? Is there a redial on the ship?
Iceman has a better idea. Iceman slowly begins to approach from the opposite direction and starts blaring Ride of the Valkyries on all open channel.
You blare the latest Cantina hit over the speakers. And thank you, Slevert. I really appreciate that. I'll have to get you on a soundboard next time.
We're getting all those Night Sisters on our ship killed who have had apparently no opinion on what's going on.
So as you turn on the music, a very annoyed Naya comes up to the cockpit and says, "Are you going to drop us off?"
That comes later.
What are you doing with my people? Wait a minute, you have to explain yourself.
Sorry, pit stop first.
Pit stop.
Out of nowhere, you see her step up to the console and hold out a knife towards you, and she says, "No, explanations now."
Iceman ignites his lightsaber and holds it against her throat. And then says, explanations later.
Roll vigilance.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there goes the ship.
There goes the ship.
This is spectacular. What's your vigilance, buddy?
3 success, 5 advantage.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at their stats. So believe it or not, they have stats. Scarecrow, you get to go first.
I would
you're
like-
flying, so you're gonna have to add 3 setback to this. You can't move right now unless you want to let the ship just veer into the fucking mountain.
I can't put it in a hover first.
I suppose you could.
I'm an ace pilot
maneuver?
here. Do what?
You'd have to use a maneuver to do so.
That's fine. I'll use a maneuver for that.
Okay.
Then, she's the only one in the cockpit, right?
Right behind her is the squad of 6 Night Sisters.
That's fine. I'd like to seal the cockpit door, blocking the others out.
I'm going to flip a destiny point and say that your comms are on while you do this.
Okay,
Including the comms of the ship.
To
that's
us?
fine.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stand up, cut her knife in half.
You can. That's an actual attribute of the lightsaber. Sunder.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
trying
have-
to do.
you
I'm
have
trying
to
to
hit
target.
It's a
you
cold
still have
shot.
to hit her.
Yeah.
Well, can I hit her and then choose not to actually hit her?
Yeah, it's a 2 setback attack for a cold shot. So you're saying
Yeah,
I'm choosing
yeah.
to hit her at a specific location. which would be-
would like to do that.
Oh my goodness! Is that really the case? Is that happening again?
Mhm. So the difficulty is average. She has 2 melee defense, so it's gonna have 2 setback.
She gonna lose a hand?
Oh my god.
So the weapon kind of just falls to pieces.
And then I'd like to say, like I said, explanations later.
No explanations now. Her turn, and she pulls out an energy bow from her back.
An energy.
Yes,
The fuck?
man, it's on her person. Don't bully her.
Iceman, where are you?
Do what?
Hear a swoosh of the lightsaber over the comms as you ask that.
Are you practicing right now? What is going on?
A little busy here. Talk later. And then I close the
No,
channel.
talk now!
Explanations later.
Iceman
Oh
can
my
feel
God.
Zilla's disappointment through the force.
So you take so success. You take 11. She's gonna crit you.
Oh, shit. You got 5 soak? Where'd you get 5 soak from?
His brawn.
No, I actually have 7 soak because I have
Yeah.
more
Jesus
brawn than
Christ.
that. Because I'm Super Saiyan right now.
He's a super soaker.
Yeah.
Here's your crit. Fearsome wound. The target increases the difficulty of each presence and willpower check by 1 until the end of the encounter.
Okay.
And yes, they did take an action while they're outside of the back. You hear a bunch of banging on the sides of the door from the other side.
Is it at their turn? The banging?
Yeah, I said it's your turn, by the way.
Okay.
They're not going with the computer.
I would like to attack her again and cut her energy bow in half. Same roll.
It whiffs, and you kind of singe some bare metal in the cockpit. Nothing, no like actual systems damage, just flare. And she'll go again. Okay.
You didn't aim.
Watch her like triumph.
Take 10. She suffers 1 strain from the additional threat. You guys are hearing, by the way, the blaster shots and all this in the middle of the...
He shut off
like,
the comm last
I
time.
am going
Yeah.
to punch him in the face next time I see
You
him.
can still hear them blaring from the ship's intercom, which, by the way, is what the Destiny point was for.
The music is still playing, by the way, so you're just hearing this cantina music over top of 2 people arguing in a cockpit, lightsaber sounds.
All right, I'm gonna aim
Explain
twice
later.
this time. That's better.
Okay, the weapon is sundered. She does not look deterred. I might add.
That's fine.
If only Iceman knew how to use words.
Yes. Oh God.
If only he had cool. Oh wait.
Oof. 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 Sorry, I made that roll. Oh! Took 4 strain.
From what?
She punched you.
Okay.
That goes against soap, by the way.
It goes so it doesn't do anything.
It does nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
He just doesn't even care. He gets punched in the shades and goes back to his same shit-eating grin.
Albert Wesker
It's like
over
when
here.
Cell punches Gohan after he's Super Saiyan 2, and they're like, "Ha! I got you," and then just like fucking looks at him back like, "That's it, piece of son of a bitch. That's all you
Piece of
got."
son of a bitch. Your turn.
I
This
I,
is an awful
tell-
mental image. It's the dumbest thing. And I love it. I'm here for
I put away my lightsaber and I punch her instead.
Okay. Go ahead. You can't aim twice this time because you used a maneuver to put it away.
That's fine. What's the rest
It's
of
your-
the rolls the same?
It's your brawl. You're brawling, so it's your brawn plus
Yeah.
the brawl expertise
Wait.
or proficiency. Sorry. So I
It's
think
brawl.
you have brawn plus brawling.
Brawling,
Goodness
yeah.
gracious!
Versus an average roll.
So
And I'm gonna
it should just be
upgrade the
your nat
difficulty of that
brawn.
check.
It should just be your nat brawn, and you don't need cold shot. Yeah.
Brawn, which would be 4,
Yeah.
and then so it's that.
Yeah. If you boosted up your brawn, then whatever your boosted up
Right.
brawn is, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
So 4 plus 4.
Yeah.
You punch her and she gets kind of knocked to the ground while still being conscious, and you can tell that she hasn't said anything, but she has basically just kind of given up at this point.
I would like to say, okay, can we do the explanation later, please? I got a ship to fly here.
You guys hear Iceman say that over the intercoms to see the ship kind of pulls up overhead a little bit. Alright, Iceman, what do you got for the rest of us?
Do they agree? Are they okay with an explanation later?
She hasn't said anything. She's just being very quiet about the situation.
Okay.
She's brooding. Seething, you might say.
I keep the ship in a hover above the clearing and attempt to radio the robot.
kind of just start broadcasting on all random frequencies, and eventually the intercom says, your intended message as well. On the ground, you guys notice from the lip of the cave, someone steps out. It's not, a human, but it's a big clanking droid. It looks like an IG unit. It then runs back inside.
I tell him to release the other dudes because we're here now.
After
Where are you
10 minutes
going?
or so of waiting, nothing comes out of the cave.
Did this guy really tell us to come here urgently and then ignore us?
I'll try yelling down the cave.
No, they don't know we're on the ground, you fool.
Oh,
They can
know
see
that-
us.
They know we're here. Not like it makes much of a difference.
You know what? Screw this. Tom starts walking in.
Tom, we could try to lure them out first.
Have fun with that.
Ugh, just shake my head and go with him because I know he's gonna get his ass kicked.
My lightsaber's out and on.
Is Artaz down there with him?
Yep.
How good of a pilot is Artaz?
Middling.
Can we tell him to fly the cool runnings to drop these people off and come back?
He can.
He could probably get it done, probably.
I think that's simple enough, right?
Sure.
Alright,
So you
so
land
I'll,
the ship, he gets inside, notices a very upset Naya, and moves to the cockpit.
Oh.
Hey, Iceman, you want to tell me what the hell happened in here?
yeah, they wouldn't chill out.
Take the strain.
What?
You're not getting no.
Chill out.
Just explaining the situation. You asked.
Chill out.
They just need to cool down. Is that what you're telling them?
Yeah.
Hirschman,
refuse
it's
to
pretty
take that
frosty in
strain.
here.
Little do you guys know he's just been keeping them in sub-zero temperatures the whole time they've been on board.
AC on full blast.
So you're sitting at the mouth of the cave.
I walked in.
Okay, so
Oh.
damn, alright.
Alright, well, if he walked in, Bubbles followed. Not gonna let him go in there alone.
Yeah, Scarlet will go in too.
You find your miniatures.
Where do we come in?
2D plane.
Say 2D plane?
My 2D plane miniature. I have
like
no
how the
idea where
collision
mine
has,
is.
Slevered, the best part about this little piece right here is I gave up on trying to fix the collision, and somehow the collision has changed. It's not fixed, but it's changed, and I'm mad about it.
Do we have a mini for Pit Little?
Ooh, I can make one. Hold on.
Just find a robot.
Why are there two Zillas?
Why
I
aren't
can't
there
even
two
find
Zillas?
one Zilla.
They're right here.
Right next to you.
Where the
Ugh.
fuck is Tomnal?
Iceman would like to hit himself
Right
with
here.
Stim Pack.
Oh, thank you.
Or get the Fishman to do it.
Just
Stimpak.
ran in with you. Oh, the other one.
There are too many fishmen.
Just swinging some arms around. Just got a trash can for a shield. That's perfect.
Looks amazing, doesn't it?
Artaz should probably not be there since he's flying at the moment.
Yes, very true.
We did say he was flying well.
Tomnal's like trudging ahead of the party.
You just don't even care. After you move forward, just with complete disregard to the situation, you hear a loud beeping, and you notice an irregularity on the cave wall.
beeping.
Mhm.
I start
And
walking
eventually-
backwards.
You start to move backwards as you identify it looks to be a motion sensor on the wall.
Oh, it's a motion sensor I identify?
Yeah.
Alright, then I keep walking forward.
Right? Does anyone want to follow him? It's
We're-
still beeping, by the way.
We're behind.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going with them.
Alright, so you guys get a little further in, and eventually you hear a loud rumbling followed by an explosion. Everyone make an athletics or coordination check. And if you're wondering why you didn't get to check to see if that was there, you dumpstered in. You slammed yourself into here. This is your fault.
That's okay. I can react. Great. What's the difficulty?
You said hard,
Let's
right?
say it's let's say actually no, it's gonna be daunting. You're right next to this explosion. Oh yeah.
That's 4, right?
Yeah, it's 4.
Coordination or athletics?
Yeah, you could choose either.
Okay.
One failure.
Come on, this is something I'm
zero
supposed to be
damage.
good at. Who just got 6 success? That is...
Those of you that failed or did not succeed take 4 strain. You're knocked prone.
I am knocked out.
I can't be so
Well,
successful
I got
that
2
I'm
advantage,
with
so
someone
I'm
at the
only...
same time.
I'm only
The
taking
two
2
threat-
strain.
The 2 threat is Frogbuddy turns around and seems to notice that the mouth of the cave has been sealed forcefully.
Okay. Raise your hand if you saw this coming. And Bubbles raises
Scarlet's
his
gonna
hand.
raise
Raise my
both.
hand.
Scarlet's raising both hands.
You raise
As
your
he
foot
gets
as
up.
well.
Tomno's getting up, raising a hand, and starting to walk off down the cave again.
Oh, for...
Let him
Does anyone
go.
want to
Do
try
I
and
need to
stop
punch
him?
you again?
Do whatever you gotta do.
No, what are you doing right now?
Sam
What
would
is your
to raise
plan?
you, Billy.
We have an appointment.
Yeah, what happened to the cunning that you just briefly displayed before we got here?
I have a plan.
Uh-huh. Is
I am-
everyone else
Where-
okay?
I am moaning on the ground.
gonna go
I've
help
I've
Paz.
passed
No
out.
one has noticed that Pat is just no.
Tomno
Oh,
hears the
shit.
moaning and turns around.
Is it a medicine check to deal with strain, or how do you deal with strain?
You don't. You don't.
Yeah.
The
It's a
house
medicine
rule
check.
is you can convert advantage at a bad rate to
It's like 2 to 1 or 3 to 1,
Straight
something
up
like that.
Is that a
Yeah.
house rule? I
Two
thought it
to
was a regular rule that strain gets healed by advantage on a medicine check.
the way now I could be wrong. Don't super quote me on this. I remember being told that normally you can't.
Hold
And
on.
also, Slev, you suffer 2 less strain anytime you suffer strain. So you'd be.
I still go over my threshold. I've already
Oh.
accounted for that.
Look, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on another campaign, and
I feel like it's unrealistic if a doctor can't do anything about strain.
medical roll in an amount of... So, on a successful check, the target recovers a number of wounds equal to the number of successes generated by the medicine roll, and an amount of strain equal to the number of advantage generated.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna do that.
Checkmate.
Checkmate, atheist. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make sure I have the roll right. I think
Yeah,
it's
you're
fine.
right. It is
Medicine.
unrealistic, Slever. Those people in coma, their doctors just weren't good enough at their
Yeah,
medicine.
just gotta slap him awake.
Unrealistic. Just jam some adrenaline into them. Why aren't they moving?
When you're dead from strain, it's not a coma. You're just knocked out.
What's the difficulty?
What is his strength threshold?
It's 3 difficulty. I'm over
No,
threshold.
it's not.
Or
Isn't
is
it
it
based
2?
on
It's wounds.
Yeah.
Or is it
The
1?
difficulty on the medicine
Oh,
check
okay,
is
so
based
it's
on
1.
wounds, but the
Oh, yeah,
advantage
right.
is what
It is
you
1.
use to heal.
All right, you heal 5 and recover 5 strains, Slever.
Is there any... no, I guess she wouldn't have... would she have any talents that are increasing
I
that?
think I do have some talents that affect
It's
that.
specifically for
Look
wounds,
at
is
the
what
list.
surgeon's for.
Yeah, sir, but there might be something else if she has it.
I don't think there's anything
I'm
for
double
that
checking.
specifically. There's things that I may have to get extra strain back. Let's see. Nope, I don't have second wind.
Did
I
we-
do actually have second wind.
Did we ever roll? No, I think we did roll cool at the end of the encounter last time.
I can use second wind here to once per encounter.
I think you did, because I think that's one of the only times I've remembered,
Constraint.
like, without you guys telling me anything. Local GM sucks.
Okay, I use second wind to get my bearings back a little bit more. What happened?
He reels up with like a face covered in soot and ash.
I'm gonna just point at Tom. No.
Why are you all following me in here?
You know plans don't work if you're the only one that knows about them.
I didn't think
Right.
you were all stupid.
That's the smartest thing Bubbles has said this whole campaign.
Who said that?
Helping bad team members makes you a bad team member.
No, we're following you because we think you're stupid, but we don't want you to die.
Well,
Some days.
Look, that is absolutely adorable, but we have some droids to murder while we're here.
We should just let him go.
Yeah. You know what? You can just go. You don't want us here. We'll just wait here.
Let's give him a 5-minute head start and save his ass.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Iceman doesn't like this plan.
Pit
Why
Little
do you always
leans
talk in the
forward
third
and just points at the end of the tunnel like he agrees.
Well, we're gonna need to make an escape
And
somehow, so we might as well, if we're not gonna follow him, we might as well just try to take out all of these rocks here.
I'm past the
Okay.
motion sensor, obviously, right?
Yes, so you make it to about here. Make a perception check.
I'm putting up.
It's gonna be
I'm in my concealing robes. I'm putting up my hood and walking off past the party. Make a perception check.
formidable perception check.
Okay, so does anybody know what he's thinking?
Is Pit Little following
Shut up
him?
and let the roll results.
Is Pit Little following him?
No.
Okay.
Pit Little's moving rocks right now.
This man's more concerned about Pit Little than any of us.
Yeah, like if Pit Little was about to head on down there, that's where Iceman was going.
Formidable is 5, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna flip a destiny point to upgrade that.
The man has lost all his destiny points.
We
I
have
have.
him right where we want him.
Got him right.
2
where
success, no advantage.
Wow, that's kind of incredible. You stop just short as you feel your foot come in contact with a wire.
Oh, this stupid thing. I step over it and continue on my way.
As you walk into the
Announce
room,
it to you announce it to everyone else.
no,
No,
don't
No.
metagame.
I'm not metagaming.
That was no. Shut up. It was.
Metagame.
okay. When I'm trying to be stealthy, I don't pull out my comm like, "Hey guys,
As you step into the clearing,
found an
you
old
notice that
stringy
there-
wingy, so I thought I'd give you a ringy dingy."
I hate it here.
I love it here. This is great. You step into the clearing of the room and you notice that there is a lot of droid bodies.
And so I still stealth my way up. I'm looking.
When you get to here, make another perception check. Same difficulty.
I'm keeping a lookout for traps.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm specifically looking for any sign of our buddies, though, too. And this time, I'm upgrading it.
Okay.
Got him. Although he couldn't upgrade it because he didn't have any. So
Yeah, I
now
know
you've
he
just-
couldn't, but
just
it's still
given it
a...
back to him.
The roll is it's a tenuous
The
one.
tide's returning.
A critical role, you might say.
This is,
hate
in
it here.
fact, a critical roll. 2 success, 0 advantage.
You realize that there's once again another tripwire, as well as a cannon kind of sticking out of the wall further on in the cave.
A cannon?
It looks something like an E-web.
Huh. Alright.
I was picturing like a Revolutionary War cannon. Just
So was I.
Good.
I step
Like
gingerly.
full Bugs Bunny.
There's a pirate just standing behind it.
I was
Arr.
expecting a series of novels to tell us about the story of a specific franchise, but
And I continue on my way.
Stubborn, I need you to reduce the strain for that one. That was pretty good. As you reach the corner, once again, I can't believe he's succeeding all these checks.
Alright,
Make
and I'm
another
flipping
one.
a destiny point.
Alright.
Once again. Five success, 2 threat.
The 2 threat is due to your hubris. The next perception check you make will have 2 setback on it.
2 setback. Huh.
That's
Wow.
right. Wow, forehead. Alright.
Alright. Did I notice anything
Like,
on this
I might
one?
actually have to work for this one.
You step over a couple landmines harmlessly. He's God. You turn around the corner and finally notice the first sign of quote life in the cave. There's an IG unit standing in the open, just kind of looking at you. And although it has no facial expressions, you're pretty sure it's surprised.
I'm stealthing though. Shouldn't there be like a stealth roll for this?
God.
I specifically said it like 3 times. This shouldn't be a
Put up his
surprise.
concealing robes, all that other fun stuff. Yeah.
He did say he was stealthing a bunch.
You're right. I have really bad memory. You're right. You're completely correct.
You think I'm just like fucking, and that's why I'm not calming back to them. Not like,
Up until the IG has thermal vision and has just been watching you the whole time.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, I didn't want to make it seem like I just bullshitted it. Like, but that's fine. Make a stealth check. It's gonna be hard, formidable. Sorry,
He
not
fails and
formidable's
steps in
fine.
the one
Third
dry stick in the
difficulty
cave.
with the upgraded ones.
Just doing acrobatics around all these booby traps and then like kicks a pebble right at the end.
right, there's supposed
Just
to
rattles
be
down the cave.
a setback to noticing me. Should that be
Yes.
another boost for me, or
Yes.
okay?
Technically, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to roll to see you.
Yeah, but this works.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, shit.
Okay, well, the scene just plays out like I said. He looks very surprised.
But I recover 2 strain.
Alright. So, the robot's head turns and twists a little bit, and he says, "How did you get past all those mines?"
Those mines? Excuse me? We were told to come here, weren't we? We were given the
It
instructions on
raises its
how.
arm and begins to fire at you. Roll vigilance.
Vigilance. Ooh, this is
Has it
not
been
good.
5 minutes since he left?
It's been about 10 minutes. It's been
2 success.
meandering through the cave.
And
We would
had
totally
stuff
hear
down.
this.
Not if I'm 10 minutes away.
Absolutely nothing.
You would have
What?
heard nothing. You're about to hear the gunshot. What'd you roll for your?
That's what I
shit?
mean. We would hear the
I
blaster
have
shot.
2 success.
Okay, let me roll for him.
The idea was we would give him a 5-minute head start and then come in to save his butt.
Would you really though?
So what I'm hearing is we're gonna start running after him. We don't know about these tripwires, and it's gonna be great.
Well, considering we've already tripped one, I think we would be vigilant enough to check going
We might get
further
like
into
a.
the cave.
You're gonna
I
get
think
checks
we would
unless
get
you
a
say you
boost.
just run through it. Okay, so
we
he's
should
gonna.
get a boost on it.
Iceman would like to use his rocket boots to fly through the cave.
Shut up.
Wait, how did we get in the cave?
He was with us. He gave
Yeah,
the ship
remember,
to
I
Artos.
put the ship down, put Artos to fly off with it.
So he's gonna use a maneuver because he gets to go first, because he just got better vigilance than you, and he's gonna switch and he pulls out these discs and he throws them at you.
I thought he was shooting me.
Tron?
Let me get his miniature real quick. All right. Does he have anything else? No. Ooh. You take 11 strain, and you are concussed for 2 rounds.
11 strain. Let's turn it into 8 strain. What does concussed mean?
You can't take an action.
No, it's stunned. Concussed is like a setback thing, isn't it?
Concussive. The target is staggered for a number of rounds equal to the weapon. Concussive. It's the weapon that the weapon has concussive slumber. Let me explain that better. Weapon has concussive. He is activating it. You are staggered for a number of rounds equal to the weapon's concussive rating. A staggered target cannot perform actions.
There you go.
Okay.
We good?
That's fine.
Are you unconscious?
Nope.
Okay, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. Is what I want to do an incidental or a maneuver? Where is it? It's not there. Where are you? Influence. Heal. No. Scout. Other direction now. Missed it. Oh, no. There we go. For the committing dice, Frog and Scarecrow, have you guys been doing that as an action, maneuver, or incidental?
That's incidental.
Okay, epic. So I'm going to commit for upgrade ability and upgrade difficulty. So both my force dice are doing their thing right now, which means any attacks against me, I get upgrade the pool twice to attack me, and I get an upgrade for every attack. And as my maneuver, are we within comlink range?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, so I duck out behind this wall if that's within
And
range.
start to slur your words.
That's rude. I step back past the mines, unless there's some like
I was about
athletics.
to call you on that. No, it's fine. You just had to mention them.
Okay. And then I calm them. Okay, this didn't end up working. There is a tripwire on pretty much every corner, some mines, some cannons. Be careful. Come on. And that's 2 maneuvers, so.
Pit
You
Little
just hear-
looks at you guys and put... Sorry, go ahead, Frog.
You just hear over the comm. Knew it.
Pit Little looks at you guys, puts his blade arm to his throat, and shakes his head.
If I'm holding my lightsaber, is activating it an incidental or is it a maneuver still?
If it's in your hand, you're fine.
Okay.
That would be really weird.
It's on now.
You move your thumb an inch. That's a maneuver.
Yeah, no. So you guys can decide to try and get over there as quickly as you want.
I would like to activate my jump boots.
These jump boots were a mistake, Halo.
They were.
I just want you to know, Pit Hiddle had jump boots as well. So
In that case, can I carry Scarlet and Pad and Force Leap over the tripwires?
Well, it's more of an issue of seeing them rather than them being difficult to get over. It was my...
Where they were. Like,
Well,
where every corner.
he told us they existed.
would a destiny point help out with him?
No. Okay,
explicitly
wait.
saying?
Can I fly to him with my jump boots first?
Sure, make a formidable pilot check. You're flying in the middle of a fucking cave.
Okay.
I'm gonna upgrade that.
Yeah, give
Do
us
you
those
want to
dice
do that
back.
weird piloting check thing you do?
What weird piloting check thing?
Where he rolls and gets 7 triumphs? That thing?
Oh,
Yeah. Do you wanna like do that thing? Because now that we know how it works, I'm gonna tell you to do it.
yeah,
every
I'm doing
fucking
that
time.
thing.
Hot shot.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Touch of Fate.
Ooh.
You fly through the cave and over the tripwires and various nonsense.
With my free triumph.
Two strength round.
After I fly past the tripwires, the exhaust from my boots incinerates the wires and sets off the blaster traps after I've cleared them.
That sounds like a really cool movie scene. I'd watch.
So they're not all blaster traps.
I'm guessing the tripwires.
So the tripwire. Well,
I don't know what's melting first, the tripwires or Kalo's brain.
oh fuck.
I'm also removing strain with the advantage. That's it.
Okay. You successfully melt the tripwire. You need to make an athletics or coordination check. Daunting. I always get the two mixed up. Sorry. As when you detonate the blaster trap, you're still technically like in firing range with it.
Okay. So this is a check. Okay.
I mean, the other ones like they're gone. Like you got rid of the
Yeah.
lines and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's just.
Touch of Fate's gone yet.
I was like, it's basically. I'm not trying to cheat you. I'm just like.
I know.
how do you resolve it? You whir to the side as a massive blaster bolt shoots out of the E-web and impacts the cave wall behind you, and you can't help but shine whatever light is in the cave on your sunglasses. Does the rest of the party want to follow suit now that you've seen him display what I can only describe as weaponized autism?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had some of those.
All right, so you guys make it all the way to him, and I really hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to call it right here because I have to wake up really early in the morning tomorrow. Sorry.
All right, no problem.
I mean, this is probably gonna be a big fight anyway.
What
Yes,
a
that's
scene to
why I'm
end on
calling.
though. Just that image in your brain. What a
Hell yeah. Action
It's
movies are-
screaming like an 80s film right now.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. We should hopefully be back on October 28th, which is
We will.
next week.
Assuming Inertial and I don't do that thing we do.
All right, well, good session, everyone, and good night. Good night.
Good night,
All right,
Night Vale.
my earphone.
Good night.
Good night.